there's an identity in there. I'm trying to get if somebody like Johannes was throwing a stone at the police, was Johannes doing that because he knew what he was doing?
Yes.
Or was he just doing it because we get kids in Glasgow, yeah, who throw everything they can get at the ambulances or the fire brigade when they arrive, in the real poor shitty bits, yeah?
No, Sue, the children, I've lost it.
Go on.
The fighting with the children, throwing stones. I'm sorry.
Small groups, the mobilisation.
You see, I think that children, for example, the children you're talking about, poor children in other countries, poor children in some of those tenement buildings in Scotland, or in New York or wherever. Yes, they are anti-establishment. They are angry. Their living conditions are terrible. So they do, and there is this tendency to attack what is within your reach.
And it's
So
often quite racist.
it's often your local school that gets burned down, or something that has been provided there in a way with good intentions for the benefit of the local community, but it becomes the target because it's the nearest target. It's the council has installed it, and you hate the council. So that's the sort of feeling that there was in many of these towns. There was a burning anger and alienation from life, no chance in life, no possibility of moving out of that township into a better life. An awareness that parents and grandparents had all lived under the heel of apartheid for all of this time. So that anger was there. What the politicization of these organizations did was say to the youth, okay, you're angry. This is where your anger needs to be directed. So there was a degree of organization, but it was clever because it didn't need massive amount of political education.
No.
It just needed to feed into that issue. And so women's groups, whether it was violence against women, or whether it was their children's education, or whether it was the fact that they got no benefits from the state for their children when white people did, you could mobilize around those things. But then that little mobilization fed into the rest. So one of the things that the UDF did was organize street committees. So people were organized on a local level, and then you elected your representatives, and they represented you at the next level. The UDF was incredibly democratic. You could hardly get a decision out of it because it was so participative that everything had to go back down to the root before it would ever come back up again. But it was I've always felt that was the legacy that those years of the UDF left to South Africa. That belief that when you elected leadership, they were going to say what you wanted them to say because you put them there. And we've lost that now. We need to go back to that
I think
belief
people are also
that you can do it again.